welcome to Madeira and welcome to a very special Cristiano Ronaldo flavoured Match of the Day kickabout.
That's right, it was on this tiny island where it all started for CR7. So we've come to find out exactly how a skinny Portuguese boy became one of the greatest players in the world.
Yes, but of course he wasn't born a superstar. From humble beginnings, his has been a meteoric rise to the top, and it all began right here in Madeira. John, it's amazing! Stay tuned for the next 20 minutes as we hit the streets where Ronaldo grew up and visit his first football club.
A United cult hero gives us the inside track on his Manchester days.
Farnworth's got an amazing guide on how Cristiano can inspire you.
And we hear from the man himself.
So, here we are. This is Santo Antonio, and this is where the story starts. It was here that Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, that's his full name, was born.
And it was on these streets where he first learned how to walk, how to run, and of course, where he first learned how to kick a ball.
Tell you what, John, it's no wonder Ronaldo's leg muscles are so strongly developed. It's so steep round here.
I know what you mean.
Ronaldo was the youngest member of his family, and he had to squeeze into a tiny bedroom with his older brother and two older sisters.
His mum was a cook and his dad was a gardener. Now, the Aveiro family were quite poor. Some Christmases, they couldn't even afford presents, but they were very happy and they were very close.
Yeah, and Ronaldo admits that even though he didn't always have the toys that he wanted, he was still spoilt with love and affection. Clearly, his was a really happy childhood. We're on the street where Ronaldo grew up, and I've just bumped into João, which is John, or Johnny in English. And João, you were saying you knew Ronaldo when he used to live here, when he was very small.
Yeah, eu conheço Ronaldo de pequenito, small.
Yeah. So, and you were saying that on this fruit patch orchard behind us here, he used to steal the fruits, the frutas.
Frutas,
Yeah.
árvore. Quando eu era pequenininho, e as frutas, um pera, uma banana,
Yeah.
para comer, small, não havia.
Who doesn't want a banana? Clearly, Ronaldo was a fan.
Era good boy, good boy.
Ronaldo's first club was the little-known Adeirinha, where his dad was the kit man. He enjoyed his time here, but when CD Nacional came calling, the biggest team on Madeira, he just couldn't resist. Let's go check out where he used to train. We're here at CD Nacional, which is kind of at the top of Madeira. If you think of it as a mountainous island, we're at the summit of one of those mountains. It's steep, it's cold, and the atmosphere is electric, because this is where Ronaldo first kicked off his football career. It was here that he and his coaches started to believe that he could make it at the top. And if you look behind me, there's a load of budding Ronaldos even today.
Olá, chamo-me Rodrigo. O meu maior fã, meu ídolo, desde pequeno é o Cristiano Ronaldo. E eu adoro porque ele trabalha muito. É o Alex Ferguson, que era outro. Sou Martim, para mim é um jogador que admiro, que começou assim e acabou lá em cima. E então, para mim é tudo. Eu sou João Pedro, gosto do Ronaldo porque quando eu perdo a bola vai logo recuperar, ele joga bem, finta bem, joga muito bem e o que a seguir eu.
Ronaldo was here for 2 seasons, winning the league title in his second season, and he scored loads of goals. In fact, he had a reputation of being a bit of a ball hog. Oh, and his nickname was the Crybaby, because whenever they lost, he used to burst into tears. Now, where have we seen that before? When Ronaldo first joined the club, Could you tell at that early stage he was going to be as incredible a player as he's become?
Não, de maneira nenhuma. Eles nunca pensaram que chegasse a este patamar.
Even you couldn't see. So, talk to me about the first time that you ever set eyes on Ronaldo.
Uma dificuldade enorme em lidar com a derrota. Não aceitava a derrota em momento algum.
Yeah, I heard that he had a reputation for crying when he lost. Is that true?
Sempre.
I know that he had a reputation for not passing very much. He was maybe a bit selfish on the pitch.
Essa era a parte mais difícil quer do jogo, quer do treino.
People say that Ronaldo is perhaps the most gifted, the most rounded player that has ever been. How much do you think is natural talent and how much of that is down to hard work?
É difícil. Talvez 50-50. 50 graças ao talento, mas também tem muito trabalho, muitas horas de sacrifício, nunca está satisfeito com aquilo que consegue, ou seja, trabalha todos os dias de forma séria, honesta, árdua, para se superar, para ser cada vez melhor.
So, Ronaldo had taken Madeira by storm, and by the age of 12, Portuguese giant Sporting Lisbon wanted Cristiano to join them. Here was the chance of a lifetime, everything he'd worked for, but it was still a very tough move to make.
Leaving home at such a young age, Cristiano missed his family like mad. He was also teased by his teammates for his strong Madeiran accent. But Ronaldo let his football do the talking.
It may not have been the easiest of starts at Sporting Lisbon, but by the age of 16, Ronaldo had broken into the first team and was already earning plaudits for his performances. In fact, the likes of Inter Milan, Arsenal and Liverpool were all said to be interested.
And then they came up against a certain Manchester United.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
He is going to be one of the worst nightmares that the defences of all England are going to meet.
Ronaldo, 18 years old, cost the Reds $12.25 million from Sporting Lisbon. He was part of the Lisbon team who defeated the Premiership champions 3-1 in a friendly last week, and the United players were so impressed by him they pleaded with Ferguson to seal the deal.
We came up against each other virtually every day in training. It was very, very difficult to get the ball off him. He was brilliant in the air. It was very, very difficult to mark him. He's definitely the best winger that I played against. Cristiano struggled at first to adapt to the culture, the weather, the nights going dark quickly. He was shy. He didn't speak the language with referees, with opposition defenders. He handled everything in his stride because I think he had this vision that this is what he had to do.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Sahar waits inside the area. Ronaldo goes alone, and Ronaldo wins the match for Manchester United.
He used to get kicked every day in training. He used to get kicked every day in the Premier League, but it never used to bother him. He was so tough. Those early years at Manchester United, particularly the way that Sir Alex Ferguson looked after him, I think they helped him become one of the best players in the world. He wore the number 7 shirt, Cantona, Robson, Beckham had wore the shirt before him, so there was big expectation on this lad. It's always good as a player to have arrogance when you're on the pitch, but off the pitch, very respectful, always well-mannered, and a great teammate to have in the dressing room. He used to always take the mickey out of me because my step over was almost in slow motion. He had the ability to practice and practice for hours and hours on end after training, just perfecting the drag backs, the step overs, the croys. That's not by accident, that's not a God-given talent, that's through sheer hard work.
At Old Trafford, Cristiano Ronaldo turned his wonderful potential into world-class talent. By 2008, he'd won the Champions League trophy with Manchester United, and later on, FIFA crowned him the best player in the world. CR7 still wanted more though, so a world record move took him to Real Madrid and face-to-face with Barcelona's Lionel Messi. One of the greatest ever sporting rivalries was born. But exactly how did Ronaldo make it to the very top And how can you, yes, you, learn from the example he set for other young footballers? Over to you, John.
Growing up as a Man United fan, watching Ronaldo was very special. He made me feel that anything was possible with a ball, and by introducing skills into a game, he brought everyone's attention to freestyle and paved the way for people like me. Now, Ronaldo means a lot to me, but I think you can be inspired by him too. So what are his biggest qualities, and how can you learn from them? Practice, practice, practice. Nobody works harder than Ronaldo. It's the only way to improve. So if you want to get better, you have to work hard. Ronaldo eats healthily. He has a balanced diet and drinks loads of water for hydration. He also makes sure he's in bed nice and early before training and games. This is crucial. Cristiano's attitude is amazing. He's such a positive thinker. He never allows himself to be negative. Ronaldo is a goal machine. Can you imagine all those skills without any end product?
Now Ronaldo into the penalty area, hits it first time. Oh, that is brilliant!
Nah, the tricks and flicks may look good, but think about how they can help your teammates score goals, or score goals yourself. This is where Ronaldo is so much different than Messi. The Barcelona genius is small and he makes the most of it. Cristiano has developed his physique so he can be powerful and strong on the pitch. Ronaldo and Messi are both quick, but no matter what your physique is, you can always work on running faster. I can't think of any weaknesses in Ronaldo's game. He has got absolutely everything. He's got a left foot, a right foot, he can play the short game, the long game, pace, power, skills, free kicks and penalties, and lots of goals.
Great cross in, great header, 1-1! Fantastic Ronaldo header!
So if you want to be a better player, make sure you are always adding new things to your game, especially using both your feet. Cristiano would be nothing without the entertainment factor. Chops, step-overs, rabonas, outrageous goals. He's just so exciting to watch. And making people smile is just what it's all about. So, be yourself, be creative, express yourself with the ball and enjoy it. That's what I do, that's what Cristiano does, and that's how to really become a better footballer.
What do you do when you've won so much you've run out of the room to display it on your mantelpiece? Well, you build the world's biggest trophy cabinet. That's what. Welcome to the Ronaldo Museum, John.
Ben, this looks incredible. Should we go inside?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Come on, let's go, you lot.
So straight off, we've got pictures of Ronaldo with all his trophies. Oh wow, this is it.
And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the waxwork, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Do you know what, Ben? He's about the same size as you.
He is, isn't he? Look at this, right in the heart of the museum, an incredible corridor of success. I mean, John, first off, we got the Champions League trophy. Ronaldo's won 3. I mean, that's just greedy. Look at all of these. That's one where they won 9-1, apparently, 5th of April 2015. Ronaldo scored 5 goals then. This is the Spanish La Liga trophy.
Huge.
It's massive.
Physically, I don't think I could lift that.
No.
I would struggle.
I would give it a try. I'd have to work out first. Look at this, there aren't just football trophies in here. These were given to Ronaldo by the President of Portugal, and they're the equivalent of a knighthood. Do you want a photo, Chris? Yeah? This is the FA Cup, and it looks like a proper trophy.
It's very British.
Speaking of British trophies, there's another recognisable one over here, the Premier League. I absolutely love this, because it's just fan mail, and you can see the love from all over the world.
Ben, look at this. It's his winner's medal from Euro 2016.
That was hanging round his neck during the celebrations. That's what he was actually given. This is something that meant more to him than just the medal. This is like the pinnacle of his achievement, particularly after Portugal missed out on winning Euro 2004 when he was 19. This is what really sets Ronaldo perhaps above anyone of his generation, in that he's achieved at a club level and now at international level. The Ballon d'Or.
It's spectacular. It's the only way to describe it. It's come down to hard work and practice every single day, hasn't it? So this must be a crowning achievement in his career.
Absolutely. You can see why he's put it right bang in the middle of the museum.
Yeah, it's in a good spot here, isn't it?
The Ronaldo Museum is incredible. And just when we thought it couldn't get any better...
Ben! It's Ronaldo!
Look how much you look like Ronaldo.
Sim, sim. Muita gente diz que eu sou parecido com o Cristiano.
You grew up with Ronaldo here on Madeira. Who was the better player? Was it him or was it you?
Eu jogava um pedacinho melhor, que era muito mais velho. É normal que jogava um pedacinho melhor. Ele pode perguntar ao Ronaldo e o Ronaldo vai dizer a mesma coisa que eu estou a dizer, que eu jogava muito bem à bola.
Wow, so there's not many players who can say they played in the same team as Ronaldo and were better than them. You know him at home, what he's like when he's not on the camera. What's he like to know as a cousin?
O Ronaldo, quem conhece o Ronaldo de miúdo até agora, o Ronaldo é uma coisa impressionante. A fama não lhe subia à cabeça.
Obviously, he's a brilliant cousin. Is there anything bad about him? Does he have any bad habits?
A única coisa que eu posso dizer de negativo é que ele é teimoso e que não gosta de perder. Mesmo a jogar em casa às cartas ou qualquer jogo, nunca gostou de perder.
Excellent. Well, Nuno, it's been a pleasure. Lovely to meet you. And there you have it. Never play snap with Ronaldo. I don't know, John, we've met so many people here in Madeira who know Ronaldo, and I just want to hear from Cristiano himself.
Ben, don't worry about it. Check this out.
It's not about the money, it's about the passion. For me, this is the most important thing. To be in my shoes is not easy, but I'm not complaining. I feel happy. All this happened because of the reason. The reason is I'm unbelievable inside the pitch. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best. Basically, I win everything in terms of individual and collective. For me, rivals don't exist. Here in football, no, it's just a game. He want to do it his best for his club, for his national team, and I want to do it the same. We share all the time the same places, so I have a good relationship with him. I want to carry on the last 5-6 years more, and then we'll decide what I'm going to do. This moment I'm so glad and happy here in Real Madrid, but as I say many times, the future nobody knows.
Tell you what, Ben, I am fascinated to hear what Ronaldo will do when he retires. But like you said, nobody knows what the future will hold.
I know, Ronaldo in a new job. Imagine that. CR7 as an accountant, as a gardener, as an astronaut.
All good suggestions, Ben, but I think we should find out from the real experts.
I think he should be a rock star called Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think he should be a sewage farm tour guide because it's about time he's had a few stinkers.
He could become the Portuguese manager and add another trophy to his collection.
I think he should go to Molineux and learn to play some proper football.
He would be a hairdresser because his hair is always so immaculate. Grade 1, please. Sure.
Well, whatever Ronaldo decides to do once he retires, one thing's for sure, John, he's a definite contender for the GOAT.
Yo, what has a GOAT got to do with Ronaldo?
No, not a GOAT. GOAT, greatest of all time.
I like that, that's good. I'll give you that.
Yeah, thank you, I was pretty pleased. Well, look, it's the end of our journey here in Madeira to find out the truth about Ronaldo. It's been inspiring, it's been amazing, we've loved it, we hope you have too, and hopefully someone out there watching might be the next Ronaldo.
I hope so too.
For now though, see ya.
Portuguese boy became one of the greatest players in the world.
Yes, but of course he wasn't born a superstar. From humble beginnings, his has been a meteoric rise to the top, and it all began right here in Madeira. John, it's amazing! Stay tuned for the next 20 minutes as we hit the streets where Ronaldo grew up and visit his first football club.
A United cult hero gives us the inside track on his Manchester days.
Farnworth's got an amazing guide on how Cristiano can inspire you. We're on the street where Ronaldo grew up, and I've just bumped into João, which is John, or Johnny in English. And João, you were saying you knew Ronaldo when he used to live here, when he was very small.
Yeah, eu conheço Ronaldo de pequenito, small.
Yeah. So, and you were saying that on this fruit patch orchard behind us here, he used to steal the fruits, the frutas.
Frutas,
Yeah.
árvore. Quando eu era pequenininho, ia frutas, comer pero, uma banana.
Yeah.
Para comer, small, não havia.
It's no wonder Ronaldo's leg muscles are so strongly developed. It's so steep round here.
I know what you mean.
Ronaldo was the youngest member of his family, and he had to squeeze into a tiny bedroom with his older brother and 2 older sisters.
His mum was a cook and his dad was a gardener. Now, the Avira family were quite poor. Some Christmases, they couldn't even afford presents, but they were very happy and they were very close.
Yeah, and Ronaldo admits that even though he didn't always have the toys that he wanted, he was still spoilt with love and affection. Clearly, his was a really happy childhood. Hola, welcome to Madeira and welcome to a very special Cristiano Ronaldo flavoured Match of the Day kickabout.
That's right, it was on this tiny island where it all started for CR7. So we've come to find out exactly how a skinny Portuguese... And we hear from the man himself.
So, here we are. This is Santo Antonio, and this is where the story starts. It was here that Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, that's his full name, was born.
And it was on these streets where he first learned how to walk, how to run, and of course, where he first learned how to kick a ball.
Tell you what, Johnny,